Good morning, my dear students. So today onwards, we are going to start the bridge course. So in physics, we are going to start this bridge course now. Say here in this bridge course, our intention is to provide you the basics. So actually, when you want to learn the physics, we need some tools. Suppose you know, if you want to repair something, you need to some tools which can use to repair that. So in the same manner, if you want to learn the physics means you need some basic mathematics. Okay, understand here? So what is the basics we need here is, that is like quadratic equations, logarithms, binomial expansions, as well as differentiation, integration, trigonometry. So these are the some basics we need when you are learning the physics here. So how generally, if you can speak, so to learn the physics, the language we use is mathematics. So mathematics is the language to learn physics. Understand? So without mathematics, we cannot learn the physics here. Everywhere the derivations, whatever you face it, otherwise what are the equations are there, that is all are relevant to mathematics only. So that's why those who have the basics of mathematics, they can easily understand the physics as well. So here, first of all, what is physics? First we are going to discuss it. So physics, so here it is a branch of science which study the phenomena what happening around us. It is the study of phenomena which is happening around us. Let us take, if you take a book and if you place it on the bench. So if you place it on the bench, what will happen there? So the book is at rest on the table. So unless if you not disturb it, if you leave it for 1 year, if you leave it for 10 years, it will be at rest only. So how it is at rest like that? So how it is at rest like that? That can be, so what is the thing, means how it is at rest, that is we can able to discuss by using physics. So that is can be understand by net forces acting on it is zero, means it is at rest, we can say. Similarly, when a body you dropped from certain height, so if you drop off from certain height, what will happen? It is comes down. So why it is comes down? So that is because of gravitational force of attraction by the earth. Or else, if you can able to walk safely on the rough road. So on a normal ground, you can able to walk safely without skidding. But if you go and if you want to try to be walk over the surface of ice, is it possible? So it is very difficult to us. So here the difference is between the ground and our foot there is a friction, but between the ground ice and our foot there is no friction. So what is a friction? That is we generally will be discuss it. And whenever you are traveling, so that here one town to another town. So you are going to be the journey you will do by using a car or some vehicle or two-wheeler like that. So with what speed? So you will be see. So if you want to reach at 10 a.m. So you know 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers distance is there. If you want to reach at 10 a.m. means you can able to go by a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So two-wheeler means maximum or minimum. So you can go by 50 kilometers per hour safely means. Then you will plan it. So 10 o'clock you have to reach means you have to start at 9 o'clock. Then in 1 hour you can able to reach by, because if you go by 50 kilometers per hour and on average, you can able to reach by exactly 10 o'clock. So that is what physical quantity we are going to discuss is speed. So like that everywhere whatever the nature you are observing, you see the sunlight is coming in the morning. So with what velocity it is coming, so how much of heat is coming from the sun, and if you are able to cook a food, how much in a pressure cooker it is boils quickly, why it is boils quickly. So in normally in a other container, if you trying to be boil the food, it not cooks faster as compared to the pressure cooker. So how it is happening? So like that, in general, what are the things are there which is around us? All those things can be studied by using the science called physics. Understand? So physics is the what? It is a phenomena which is studying the what is happening. The phenomena which is studying the what is happening around us, we can say. Or else we can also say as it is refers to the study of physical world. So physically the world is there around us. So it is a study of physical world also, we can say. So that is nothing but we can define the physics. And also we have different definitions for physics. Physics includes laws and principles that govern the the universe. So universe is governing by some laws. Suppose if, for example, Newton laws is there. Newton laws of motion which governs the mechanics means suppose every body okay, if it is rest means it is at rest continuously, and if it is in motion, it is in motion only unless some external force is acting on it. Suppose if you leave a bench, it will be at rest only unless if you move it by applying external force. As well as the velocity. So the body gains some velocity by applying, means change in velocity means we call as a acceleration. So that acceleration means the body's momentum going to be changed. So the velocity changes means that is nothing but the body momentum going to be changed. This change in momentum per unit time, that is rate of change in momentum, is directly proportional to applied force. If you large force if you apply, the velocity more it will be there. Suppose if your ball is kept on the table, on the surface of table, if you push it slowly, if you push it, what happens? It gains less velocity only. And if it is pushed very high force means what happens? It is gains more velocity. When it is gains more velocity, obviously what will happen? More momentum will be takes place. So like this, what will happen here is it is gains some momentum per unit time. That rate of change in momentum is depends upon the whatever the amount of force you are going to apply on it. So like this, many things were there. So physics is nothing but we can say as a different ways. Physics includes the laws and principles which governs the entire universe. Those laws, many laws were there. So that is also some principles we are also discussing in physics, which is governs the universe. So like that we have the definitions of physics. Simply you can say physics is the study of phenomena happening simply. So physics is the study of phenomena happening around us. So you can remember like that. And one more thing, when you want to learn the physics, so if you want to cut a tree, you need a saw. A saw is there, you can use the cut the tree like that. So if you want to learn the physics, you need some basic mathematics. So in this bridge course, first will be finish the basic mathematics, what you required to learn physics, as well as in this course what will be there means so few definitions. So what you learned in the 10th class and what you are going to learn in the PUC, we have gap will be there. So what are you are going to learn in PUC? So basic definitions, what you are going to learn, those definitions in this bridge course we are going to discuss it. And for the Kannada medium pupil, definitely is some difficulty you will face it. So don't worry about it. Slowly you can able to learn it. So but that's why I am going to tell you, don't worry about all these things. So if you are it takes some time to adjust with the teaching. Okay. So, but after that, you only feel it is very easy. So, till that extent, so be patient and learn. Daily you watch the videos and whatever you are going to send you, and you learn it slowly. If anything, if you not having clarity in that, you send the doubts to us. Definitely, we are there to support you in all ways. So next, now we are going to start the basic mathematics, which is used to learn physics. So what is the physics means? You studied that physics is the study of phenomena. So physics is the study of phenomena happening around us, we can say. Or else just simple you can say it is physics which refers to is a science which studies the physical world. Physics is a science which studies the physical world also, we can say. So now we go the basic mathematics. In that the basic mathematics we are going to discuss quadratic equations like polynomials we have, second order equations, as well as the next trigonometry functions, next differentiation, integration, and some graphs. Because in physics whenever you are discussing definitely the equation, how that equation is going to be changed with the parameters including in it is we can show graphically. So that graphical, how the nature, what is the nature of the graphs and all, we can able to understand by mathematical graphs nature, which equation gives which kind of graph. That if you know it in the physics, whenever you are going to learn it, that is very easy to you. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the quadratic equations. Now starting is quadratic equations. So quadratic equation in the sense, listen here, if the equation is in the form of, if the equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So if the equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, that kind of equation we can call it as a quadratic equation. In this, here a comma b comma c belongs to R. R is a real number. So belongs to R means here real numbers. So what are the real numbers means? Real numbers means here which includes rational and irrational numbers, which includes rational, irrational, as well as the integers and integers. So what you are going to say is a comma b comma, here what are the coefficients are there? No, x square coefficient, x coefficient, as well as the constant c. These are all belongs to real number only. So what is the meaning of real number in the sense which includes rational, irrational, and integers. Rational in the sense what we can write, so which can be write in the division form. For example, if you say rational in the sense if you say 1.5, this can be written as a 3 by 2. Or else if you take 2 can also be written as a 2 by 1. So such kind of which can be written in a rational form, those you can call it as a rational numbers. And if you say irrational means the numbers which cannot be write in a rational form, means in the division form. So very good example for irrational number is pi. So irrational numbers means the numbers which cannot be write in the division form. Those numbers you can call it as a irrational numbers. Example you can take as a pi. So you may say, so pi is there? No, pi is nothing but 22 by 7. So pi is 22 by 7 is an approximated value only. So pi value is 3.14297689, like that. A very large number is there. So approximately we will take 22 by 7, but it is not exact value. So pi is a what? Irrational number. So even if you write 22 by 7, it is not gives the exact value. It is an approximated value only. That's why. So pi, otherwise root 3, etc. are the examples of irrational numbers. And integers. Integers means the numbers which is having positive as well as it negative, like -2, -1, 0, +1, +2. All these are nothing but integers only we can say. So a comma b comma c belongs to R. In this, one more condition is there. What is the condition is? Another condition is the a should not be equivalent to 0. If it is a becomes 0, what will happen here? If it is a becomes 0, immediately this becomes, this term will be going to be eliminated. If this term is going to eliminate, means what will be having? Only b plus x. So b plus x is not the quadratic equation. It is a linear equation. So, but it should be a quadratic equation, means a should not be equivalent to 0. So this condition, if the equation satisfies that condition, that equation we call as quadratic equation. Understand me? So how to find the, because here the order 2 means we have two roots. Order 1 means we have single root. Order 2 means 2 roots will be there. Order 3 means 3 roots will be there. So what are those 2 roots, and how can you find which, using which equation you can able to find the roots? We will be discuss it now. So now we are going to discuss that one, finding the roots of the quadratic equation. So finding the roots of the quadratic equation. So finding roots of quadratic equation. So we have a formulas to find the quadratic equation. So what is that equation here is the quadratic equation we have. So finding roots in the sense obtaining the value of x. Finding the roots in the sense obtaining the value of x. So let us see, this expression is, you can write like this: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is there. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is, shall I write like this here? If I take common a here, if I take common a, x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. Because a, if you take common, what is there? A you take common, but here it is a not there. So it is becomes b by a into x plus c by a into x is equals to 0. Then this is a product, no? So if you send the a other side, a becomes 0. Then you have x square plus b by a into x plus c by a is equals to 0. So this is, shall I write like this here? This is the expression is there, no? This expression I am going to write that here x square, I will write this equation is, I will write like this: x plus b by 2a. So you can say x plus b by 2a whole square, x plus b by 2a whole square. Okay. So after that, if you can see here, x plus b by 2a whole square under c by a, here what we have here is c by a plus c by a minus b square by 4a square equal to 0 we can write. So you can observe, this is if you expand, you will get the same result. You can see, if you expand this one, x square plus a square plus b square, no, a plus b whole square means a square plus b square by 4a square plus 2ab. 2ab means 2 into x into b. b in the sense this one, b by 2a. So 2ab plus c by a minus b square by 4a square equal to 0. You observe this one clearly. Plus b square by 4a square minus b square by 4a square going to be cancelled. 2 going to be cancelled. What you will get? X square. This is gone now. X into b by a plus c by a. That is what we have earlier or not? So what is that is what we have? We have earlier. What we have the same you can get it if you expand this one. Means you can understand that this equation can be written like this: x plus b by a whole square plus c by a minus b square by 4a square. If you expand it, you will get the same result. Now we can say, let us see, x plus b by 2a whole square is equals to the remaining. If you send it to other side, the remaining you can send it to other side. Here b square by 4a square minus c by a. Then 4a square if you take common, here LCM is 4a square. So here b square minus 4ac will come. So what is this here? This is nothing but x plus b by 2a whole square. X plus b by 2a whole square is nothing but b square minus 4ac by 4a square. And if you send this square to the other hand, send this square to the other hand, then it will becomes as like this: x plus b by 2a equal to plus or minus, because if you sending square on the other side, it becomes plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by what? 4a square. Then if 4a square if is coming out of the root, just it will becomes as a 4 if it comes out 2, a square if it comes out a. Then it is x plus b by 2a equal to plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And if it is plus b by a, if you send to other side, you will get the minus b by 2a. Then x is equals to minus b by 2a plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then we have x equal to, can write like this. Therefore x is equals to, common is 2a minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is the the roots value. Here minus b plus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a is one root, and minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac is the another root. So using this expression we can able to find the roots. So now the roots are what here? The roots are what we can say the roots now. One is, so one is the roots are one is I will take the root as a alpha, and that one I take it as a beta. The roots are one is first one is alpha equal to minus b plus, I will write plus or minus, no, plus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and another root is second one, another root I am calling as a beta equal to, I can write this as
minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is the another rule. And what are these product? Means the root product of the root as well as the sum of the roots, that is we will be discussing. So sum of the roots means that is alpha plus beta. Sum of the roots means alpha plus beta. If you taken the alpha plus beta, if you add this one, so minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a plus of minus in the sense minus b by, I will separate it, minus b minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then here plus of b root over b square minus 4ac by 2a minus of root over b square minus 4ac by 2a will going to be cancelled. Then what is remains means minus b by 2a, here minus b by 2a, that is minus b by a will come. Minus b by 2a and minus b by 2a means minus b by a. So minus b by a is the sum of the roots and as well as the product of the roots, that is alpha into beta. So product of the roots is product of the roots, that is alpha into beta if you taken. The product if you taken, that is minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a into what you can write, minus b minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is like a plus b, this is like a minus b. A plus b into a minus b means that is a square minus b square. So if you do like that, this is like a plus b into a minus b. If you do like that, a plus b into a minus b means a square minus b square. Then minus b is like a, root over b square minus 4ac is like b. So a square minus b square means what can I write? A square means minus b square minus b square means root over b square minus 4ac whole square. Root over b square minus 4ac whole square. Okay, by 2a as usual it will be there. 2a into 2a is totally it is 4a square. Then it is minus b square. Minus of square means it becomes positive. So we know minus 1 power whole n is there. If n is even, it is plus 1. If n is even number. If n is even number, like 2, 4, 6, like that, n is even number. Minus 1 whole power n equal to minus 1 only if n is odd number. Means 1, 3, 5, 7, like that. So minus of any even number is there, it becomes plus only. So I will write that, I will write like this. So I will write minus b whole square means b square minus square root going to be cancelled. Then it is b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Then you will get b square going to be cancelled. B square minus b square plus 4ac by 4a square means you will get here product of roots as minus plus b square minus b square cancelled. 4ac by 4a square, 4 cancelled, a one time cancelled means what you have only c by a. This is the sum of the roots is minus b by a, product of the roots is c by a. So this is what we have in this and we can do one example. Definitely we can do one example on it. What is this one here? Before going to the discussion of these examples, so whether the roots are real, even real if only single root comes, two roots comes, or else if the when the real roots are imaginary. So these are all whether the roots are real, whether the roots are imaginary, and whether the roots are equal. So this we can know by the factor name called discriminant. So the discriminant here is b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. If the discriminant is, if you say greater than or equal to 0, so if the discriminant is greater than 0 means we can say that so it has a real and a discrete root. So real and discrete in the sense two different roots will come and those roots are real only. The d equal to 0 means discriminant equal to 0 means we will get a single root. And discriminant less than 0 means we will get the what? Imaginary root. Like that we have. So real and as well as the what we can say is observe here, no? So we will say based on this one discriminant we have like this. So roots are real or imaginary, that we can know by using roots are whether the roots are real or imaginary, we can know by using the term called discriminant. So what is the discriminant d? D we can write that is equal to b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac. If first one, if d greater than 0. If d greater than 0 means b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, we will be get real and discrete roots, means two different roots you will get it. So the roots are real and discrete. For example, if you take it the expression x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. X square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So this is comparison. If you do it, 1x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. No, the general expression is ax square minus bx plus c equal to 0. So here a equal to 1, b equal to 5, b equal to minus 5 and c equal to 6. Then you can check it whether this condition satisfies, means this equation gives two different roots. So b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac if you take it, that is equal to b square means minus 5 whole square minus 4. A is 1, c is what? 6. 5 minus 5 square means 25 and minus 4 6 are 24, that is equal to 1, it is km. Means b square minus 4ac is greater than 1. So greater than 1 in the sense, greater than 0, because 1 means it is greater than 0 means this condition satisfied or not. This condition satisfied means this equation gives two
real and discrete roots. We can find those roots also. So by using the expression. So what is the finding? How we can find the roots? That is, we will be do the examples. Okay. Next, if d equal to 0, if d equal to 0, second one, if d equal to 0, that is d square minus 4ac, d square minus 4ac equal to 0. So the root is real and equal roots will come. The root is real, roots are real and equal. Root are real and equal. Okay. So if you take the examples, d square minus 4ac equal to 0 in the sense, you can take like this: x square minus plus plus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. X square plus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. X square plus 4x plus 4 equal to 0, if you observe it, this is the quadratic equation. In this, what is a? X square quotient a is 1, and the next b is x quotient 4, c is 4. Now you observe b square minus 4ac, you check it. B square minus 4ac is equals to b square means 4 square minus 4ac in the sense 4 into 1 into 4. Then it is 16 minus 16 equal to 0. This kind of equation is there, only what we can get? Single root will come. So that even the roots are, if it comes 2, those are 2 are equal only, not different. Real and equal roots will be comes. Okay. And if d is less than 0, if d is less than 0 means so that roots are imaginary. So that imaginary, how it is imaginary and all, that is which is not exist really, that is in pure mathematics you can learn it. So what is the condition? The condition is the roots, if the d less than 0, the roots are, you can say, if d is less than 0, third one, if d less than 0, you can write as the roots are imaginary. So b square minus 4ac is less than 0, you will say those are, we will get a imaginary roots. So how it is imaginary and all, in pure mathematics you can be discussed, which is not the real numbers. Okay. And some examples as well as the next concepts we will be discussed in the next class. So you slowly go through these classes, and don't worry, if you have any doubts you can directly contact us, and you can send the doubts through WhatsApp, and otherwise you can call us, and we will be clarify you, and in all the ways we will be provide support. Okay. So take care. Have a nice day.